take a breath. Just one slow, shaky breath. As you open your eyes in the dim, heavy quiet of the bedroom, the very first sensation is not the soft rustle of the sheets or the muted, comforting static of the baby monitor. It is the stark, undeniable reality of the physical toll. Before you even move, you mentally trace the fiery line drawn across your abdomen. It is a sharp, anchoring ache, a brutal reminder that your core, the foundation of your physical strength, has been radically altered. Rolling over is no longer fluid. It is a meticulously calculated negotiation with your nervous system. You brace yourself, preparing for the white-hot pull of the incision. The heavy friction of the cotton sheets sliding against your legs feels magnified. When you finally swing your legs over the edge, your hands grip the warm beige fabric with a desperate intensity. The solitary, agonizing effort to simply sit up right now is a monumental victory the world will never witness. You press your slippers into the floor, leaning forward, holding your breath, because even the expansion of your lungs presses against the tender tissues. The slow, shuffling walk to the dimly lit bathroom is a pilgrimage of resilience. Every step asserts your survival, a testament to a body enduring the profound trauma of major surgery. When you reach the bathroom, the muted terracotta walls envelop you like a protective cocoon, offering a womb-like safety from the waking world. You stand before the mirror, and the reflection staring back often feels like a stranger. Exhaustion is etched deep into the corners of your eyes. You slowly part your soft lavender robe, the fabric slipping away to reveal the raw, bruised landscape of your abdomen. The bandages, the swelling, the stark medical reality of the surgical site. It all feels discordant with the ethereal images of early motherhood we are so often sold. Tears well in your eyes, not just of physical pain, but of grief. Mourning the loss of your physical autonomy, and perhaps grieving a birth experience that did not go as planned. It is entirely valid to feel a profound alienation within your own skin right now. Your body just performed a miracle, but it has been left hollowed out and fiercely vulnerable. The living blur of these postpartum days is a disorienting paradox. You are expected to be the sole source of comfort for a delicate newborn, while simultaneously needing profound care yourself. This cognitive dissonance creates a heavy friction in your mind. You are the caregiver and the patient. The societal pressure to immediately bounce back ignores the physiological reality that multiple layers of tissue were severed to bring your child here. Your body is doing the invisible, exhausting work of knitting itself back together, while you navigate the relentless cycle of feedings and soothing. The exhaustion you feel is not merely the result of missed sleep. It is a deep cellular fatigue compounding every physical sensation. When sleep deprivation sets in, the fiery pain of the incision flares louder, and the emotional threshold lowers. In the 3 a.m. darkness, the isolation can feel crushing. The rest of the world is deeply asleep, yet you are awake, tethered to the rhythmic needs of your baby and the persistent ache of your healing body. This struggle is not a sign of weakness. It is the sheer, unvarnished reality of the 4th trimester. There is a heavy mental load in needing assistance for the simplest tasks, asking for help to stand from a chair, to put on socks, or to have your baby handed to you. It chips away at your sense of independence, leaving you feeling exceptionally raw. When you laugh, or cough, or simply attempt to shift your weight, a sudden wave of fear grips you as the severed muscles struggle to brace themselves. You are learning the terrifying fragility of your own anatomy, discovering just how deeply every movement relies on the core you no longer have full access to. Yet, this vulnerability is also a profound invitation to surrender. Mindful parenting in this season means extending the highest level of grace, not just to your newborn, but to yourself. It means acknowledging the pain without judgment, recognizing that current physical limitations do not diminish your capacity as a mother. You cannot pour from a shattered vessel. You must allow the pieces to be gently reassembled. As you stand in the dim bathroom, lost in the overwhelming tide of these emotions, the environment begins to subtly shift. The oppressive darkness outside the window starts to thin, giving way to the first delicate, soft peach rays of morning light. This transition of light is a visual exhale, a promise that the endless night is finally breaking. You hear it before you see it. The muffled, grounding sighs echoing through the baby monitor. A soft whimper, the rustle of a tiny swaddle. Every rustle of the fabric, every tiny, sharp intake of air through their newborn nose is amplified in the quiet. It is a soundtrack of dependency that demands your presence, pulling you forward even when your body begs to remain still. The sound pulls at a primal string deep within your chest, an instinctual tether that briefly overrides the sharp pull of your scar. You gently pull the lavender robe back over your shoulders, stepping out of the shadows and moving slowly back into the sunlit bedroom. The air feels different here, touched by the golden warmth of the sunrise. As you approach the bassinet, you practice the mindful, adapted movements this recovery demands. You do not rush. You pause, assessing your posture, tucking your pelvis slightly, and engaging what remains of your core with extreme gentleness. You reach down, using your arms and the strength of your legs, consciously protecting the delicate healing occurring at your center. Scooping your baby up requires a deliberate, careful choreography, but the moment their fragile weight settles against your chest, something miraculous happens in your neurochemistry. The immediate, rushing wave of oxytocin, the hormone of love and bonding, floods your system. It acts as a natural analgesic, momentarily softening the sharp edges of the physical pain. You feel the radiating heat of their small, perfect body pressing against you. You feel the frantic, searching movements of their tiny hands, and you hear their rapid, uneven breathing. Here, in this intimate embrace, the principles of gentle parenting merge seamlessly with the process of your own healing. You cannot hold them in traditional ways. You must adapt, relying on a nursing pillow to protect your abdomen, or utilizing the football hold to keep kicking legs away from your incision. These adaptations are not failures. They are mindful, loving strategies. As you hold them close, you look down at your body again. The mental shift begins. The raw, aching line across your abdomen is no longer just a site of surgical trauma or a source of agonizing pain. In the soft morning light, with your child breathing against your collarbone, you reframe the narrative. This scar is the exact place where the universe split open. It is a doorway. It is the fierce, permanent mark of your sacrifice and your profound strength. It is the physical evidence that you gave a piece of yourself so your baby could finally come home. As you gently sway, mindful of your footing, you notice the rhythm of your own breathing. Your breaths have been shallow, guarded, trapped in your upper chest by the fear of triggering the abdominal pain. But as you listen to the soothing sighs of your newborn, you consciously invite your own nervous system to regulate. You match their pace. You inhale slowly, allowing the air to fill your lungs gently, and you release a long, shaky, continuous exhale. This synchronization of breath is the essence of the intimate bridge between mother and child. It lowers your cortisol levels, calming the chaotic fight or flight response that pain inevitably triggers. You are creating a sanctuary for your baby. But crucially, you are creating a sanctuary for yourself. With careful, measured steps, you move toward the lavender-accented armchair in the corner of the room. You do not just drop into it. You lower yourself with intention, bracing with your arms, allowing the soft cushions to rise up and support your weary muscles. You sink into the chair, the physical relief washing over you as the weight is taken off your legs and your core. You pull the lavender blanket over your lap, creating a cocoon of warmth and safety. This is the quiet after the breakthrough. The struggles of the midnight hours, the tears, the fiery pain, the feelings of inadequacy are absorbed into the gentle warmth of the morning. Your baby settles into the crook of your arm, their eyes fluttering shut as they drift back into a deep, peaceful sleep, their chest rising and falling in perfect harmony with yours. The legacy of this moment is the profound realization that healing is not a linear sprint. It is a slow, meandering, often painful journey demanding patience and immense self-compassion. The gentle parenting frameworks remind us to find a rhythm. But in these early weeks of C-section recovery, the rhythm is simply survival, adaptation, and grace. You learn to trust the natural flow of your body's healing process, rather than adhering to rigid expectations. You must aggressively filter out the noise of dogmatic advice, the well-meaning but toxic voices that suggest you should be doing more, achieving more, or healing faster. True mindful parenting starts with rejecting the unrealistic standards of the outside world and turning completely inward. There are no magic switches, no strict clocks dictating when you should feel like yourself again. There is only this moment-to-moment surrender to the reality of what is. By honoring your pain, by moving slowly, by asking for help, you are modeling the very empathy you wish to instill in your child. You are teaching them, through the silent language of your nervous system, that it is okay to be fragile, that it is okay to rest, and that love is often found in the quiet, messy, imperfect moments of endurance. To every mother sitting in the dim light, feeling the sharp pull of an incision, battling the exhaustion, and questioning her strength, you are seen. Your physical vulnerability is not a flaw. It is the profound aftermath of bringing life into the world. The world may rush past you, expecting you to be whole, but it is okay to remain in pieces for a little while longer, letting the slow, golden light of morning knit you back together. The silence of your bedroom holds the echo of millions of women who have walked this exact, agonizing, beautiful path. The scar you bear is a testament to a love so fierce it literally reshaped your physical form. So, take another breath. Let the warm light wash over you. Surrender to the stillness, and know that within this painful, exhausting, living blur, you are exactly the mother your baby needs. You are their sanctuary. And in time, as the days bleed into weeks, the fire will fade, the skin will heal, and the rhythm you are so desperately seeking will quietly, naturally, effortlessly find you.